I'ma make you pump like that.
Portia, you already know I'm back with another hair video. I already started doing my hair. So what I did was Ket braids, and this is what they're supposed to look like. You know, this is what I was aiming for. And, you know, I watched a lot of YouTube videos before I started this, and even like the professional licensed hairstylists were like, this was not a beginner friendly style. So the fact I got this far, I've basically done my whole head, but the fact that I got this far, I'm really proud of me. So essentially what I did, the reason why I didn't film is because it was just a long process for me. Like, it really didn't take me that long. Like, so far I've been timing myself as I go, and I've been on it for about 5.5 hours. So what I did was I pre-parted my hair. So I did from here, you know, from the middle all the way back, and then I parted this part, I parted around this first layer, and then I parted the back. There are two different ways to do Ket braids. You can do, you know, the ponytail on the top, and you can do a layer on top and a layer on the bottom, or you can do a layer on top and box braids on the bottom. And because I knew it was going to be really hard for me to, you know, do a layer of braids on myself on the bottom, I did a layer on top and box braids in the back. So I'm going to show you guys what I did. The reason I'm making this video is because I need to finish the front of my hair. So far, like I said, I pre-braided my entire head before I did this, so that also made it really long. So if I were to do this on somebody else, of course I wouldn't do that because I can see the parts, but on myself I had to make sure I got the parts right. So I basically braided all these, and then I came back with the weave, unbraided each one, and braided. It was really extensive. Now I think about it, was a lot, but I'm glad I did that because the first time when I started on this side, I put 13 braids on this side, and the way it's supposed to be is 12 braids on this side, 12 braids on this side, 12 braids on this half of the ponytail, 12 braids on this half of the ponytail. So I ended up taking like 4 braids down just to eliminate that one braid. So I'm happy I did it that way. So I'm going to show you guys, you know, what I did so far. So I did, as you can tell, I did the layer, and I know they look a little crusty because, like I said, it was a really extensive process on myself. So far it's taking me like 4 days because I always start at night after I finish school. So I did that, and then the layered braids are here, and then here are the box braids under. As you can tell, you know, my parts, they're pretty decent, and you know, they look a little fuzzy now because they're like 3 days old, but you know, I'm proud of how far I've accomplished and how far I've come. But like I said, even professionally licensed hairstylists said that this was not a beginner-friendly hairstyle. So hopefully, I can't wait to do this on someone's head one day. And I hope you can see my parts around here. And they're getting fuzzy, but of course, I got my edge control where we're gonna braid it down. And so I'm going to take this ponytail out. As you can see, all this hair is not done because I only did from, I think, here to like right here, and I don't like any of them. So I'm really going to be doing the entire ponytail for you guys. So stay tuned. Actually, I meant to show you guys earlier. Here's what I'm going to be using is this weave rack that I bought off Amazon that was on sale for $14.52, I think it was, something like that, and it was originally like $25 or $30. So if you guys are interested in braiding, definitely go check this out. And also, I'm going to be starting on this side because, as you can tell, like, I'm sure some of you guys noticed earlier, but as you can tell, this side is farther down than this side. That's because I really messed up the part on this side, so I'm going to go further down on this side. I'm going to take these 3 out and fix the part to match this side. So it should go about right there, right where this one is. So you guys got the hair I'm using. The color is 99J, and this hair is Spectra pre-stretched hair, and I love this hair. I absolutely recommend it for all my clients. This is the only hair I love to braid with. So let's get started. Okay guys, so what you see me doing is actually separating the hair so I could, you know, get ready to braid because this is a feed-in style. But the way I did with this pack is I started from small and I went up large, and I actually did not like this method. It proved to be a struggle for me, so you're going to see how I fix that later. I know you guys are probably gonna be like, what's the purpose of the video if you're gonna do the entire thing fast so we can't see what you're doing? So that's what I'm gonna show you. So what I do is I take my edge control, you know, there's not a lot in here. I'm gonna buy some more after this. And I put it on that piece to smooth those hairs down. And then I take a small section where I'm gonna start my braid. I split that into 1, 2, 3 sections. This one's a little bit smaller. Into 3 sections. I start braiding really tight because, you know, I don't want it to look like a loose braid. So I start braiding in small sections and tight so that, you know, the feed-in part will look nice. So that's the start of my braid. And now I'm gonna grab a small piece of hair so we can blend in nicely. Okay, now that that piece is in, I'm gonna grab another small piece of hair. So that way I'm building up as I go. Hopefully you guys are seeing this. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna grab I'll say this is kind of a medium piece of hair. It's bigger than the first two were. So this one is a medium piece of hair. And I'm gonna add, I basically do this so that my braid won't go from skinny to just like really big. It'll gradually build the same way, you know, natural hair is. And this is also the feed-in method. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add another piece of hair. And I'm adding it in like this. And now I'm gonna grab a slightly bigger piece of hair. Like this. And add it in there. As you can see, I clipped off the rest of my section, so, you know, I won't grab any stray pieces of hair because honestly, when you do that, it hurts because you have a piece of hair pulling from this section into this braid. So you gotta make sure that all your hair is in the right direction. So now, you can see, this is my braid. It gradually builds up. And now I just finished braiding my hair into the weave. I should start braiding with jam, and honestly I think I'm gonna do that, not just for myself but also for my clients, because I've noticed that now, like, it didn't really happen before, but now that like I really know what I'm doing, I can tuck, but at the same time I feel like the braids don't last as long as they did when I used to braid with jam. I just feel like the jam has changed, so I don't know, I just talk bad on jam. So now, and I'm gonna stop and start using it again. Okay, so once I see that all my hair is tucked into the braid, like so, I just finished braiding all the way down. And I try to make sure that my braids are as straight as possible. And honestly, the reason why, like I said, it didn't take me so long because my fingers, like honestly right now, I think I've done 5 braids or so and my fingers are on fire. Especially my thumbs. Okay, so what I do when I get down to this point is I do like that. I tie my braid off and I knot it. As you can tell, my braid got a little wonky, but that's okay. And just braid it down to the end. And that's it. So now we're gonna finish the rest of my hair. You can see, just for me actually using a better braiding method than I was from pre-braiding, along with my edge control, my parts are becoming a whole lot cleaner. So at the end of the video, I'm actually going to insert a before and after pic. So guys, as you can see, I had to open another pack of hair, and like I said, I did not like my lip method from last time. So what I'm actually doing is putting the larger pieces on the bottom and gradually making them smaller as I go up. That way, as I go along in my braid, once I start, I'm using the smaller pieces, and as I go along, I'm grabbing the bigger pieces, so the hair is actually moving out of my way as I go from the top to the bottom. Okay guys, so like I said I was going to do, I fixed that part on the left side. So what I basically did is I took those front 3 braids down and I parted them correctly so that way the part will come down lower. And so what you guys are going to see me do is finish these layered braids, these front 3, and then you're going to see me work on putting that hair that I parted out back into my ponytail. Alright guys, hopefully this was a fast enough video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what my hair looks like complete. This is the layers that I did. The layers. These are the box braids underneath. And the way I braided them was I brick stacked them. Well, that's what I call them. I hear a lot of professionals call it window stacked them or window paned them, but this is what I call it, is brick stacked. And as you can see, the details in my ponytail are a lot crisper. My parts are a whole lot crisper than they were before. And like I said, I'm going to insert a before and after picture right here. And I really enjoyed you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And thank you so much for all the love and support that you guys gave me on my very first YouTube video. I got over 50 views in the first 24 hours. So don't hesitate to keep sharing that video. But also make sure that you share this video. Thank you so much. I hope you guys are staying safe out there. Make sure that you guys are staying healthy during this pandemic. Please go over to my Instagram page and like my post that I'm going to post of my hair like I do with every other hairstyle that I do. And I hope that you guys, leave a comment down below so that I can know which hairstyle to do next, because, no one left a comment in my last post, guys. But this is the next style that I'm giving you guys. So thanks so much for all the support. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and that post notification bell so you guys can see what's coming up next. Thanks so much. Peace.